hard work versus talent. Many folks told me when I was young that I was talented. And I thought, well, I'm talented. I must be doing right. And then I got my undergraduate in music education from Western Carolina University. And I did great. Like I had straight A's, I had a 4.0 and all of that. But it was not because I was talented, which I later discovered. It was because I worked hard. I didn't pay a dime for Western Carolina University. They actually paid me $1,200 a semester to go there. Everything was paid for, my room and board was paid for. I used the money they gave me to pay for books. I then worked really, really hard and auditioned for the University of North Carolina School of the Arts, which brought me to Winston-Salem. And I got an assistantship where they paid me $250 a month to get my education there. So I didn't pay a dime for college, for my undergraduate or my master's. And many of you would say, oh, well, that must be because you're talented, and it's not. When I got to the School of the Arts, which is one of the best kept secrets in North Carolina, there was a 9th grader in high school who could outplay me hands down. I had worked 3 months on a piece of music. He goes, hey, I heard you work on this cool piece. Can I look at it? He had never seen it before and sight read it almost flawlessly. That is talent. He paid to go to the School of the Arts. And I tell you that because oftentimes we value talent more than we value hard work. In a moment, your children are going to stand based on the path off that they're on. And some of them have not gotten very far, and that's okay. If they have worked hard, I don't care. If they haven't worked hard, I do care. If they have worked hard and they're talented, we don't know that yet. We just don't. And I say that because I want you to encourage the hard work, because the hard work is what's going to get them where they want to go. I will tell you, I grew up in a trailer park. My parents bought my first saxophone from a pawn shop, and it was the biggest investment they had ever made. In order to go to Western, they had to buy me a new one. They paid $1,400 for a subpar saxophone that my saxophone teacher at Western Carolina told me it was not going to work, because it was not going to allow me to achieve what I needed to achieve there. They provided me with one. No child will ever do without in my class. While we're on that point, you saw my donation box, right? You parents are highly supportive of our program, and I appreciate you so much. If a child needs a reed, they're going to get a reed. They're $3 each. They're expensive. One box of clarinet reeds of 10 is $30. If you can donate to help us support all of our students, we appreciate it. As you heard Mr. Stratton say, our PTSA has a healthy budget. That goes to school-wide things. That doesn't go to necessarily band-specific things, so we appreciate any support you can give. But make sure your children know, I got their back. If you can help us, great. If you can't, support your child. That's all I care about. We are going to close this program with Jingle Bells before, we got to do pass-offs. I told them to do this. So if you have passed off line 5, stand up. This is the first pass-off they had to do. You know, the percussion are waving their sticks in the back because they don't get to stand up because they stand alone. If you have passed off line 15, stay standing. Everybody had to finish the first quarter with that, and that was the goal. If you have passed off line 23, stay standing. If you have 5, stay standing. That was our goal 3 weeks ago. to prepare music. Off line 31, stay standing. This is beyond my... If you have passed off 34, stay standing. If you have passed off 41, stay standing. 43, 51, 56, 61, 70, 75, 81, 87, 98, 100, 100, she passed off 101. She did that last night. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was grading that test. I hate you. No, actually, I want them to practice. I grade, so I'm a 4 o'clock in the morning person. So I get up, I cook breakfast, I work out, because y'all saw me, I know you saw my butt, I know you're and then I grade playing tests, because God hates me. So here is Jingle Bells. You will notice that there are 4 folks playing percussion parts